I can't pick that up.
That's crazy talk.
How would that even work? I can't move this without some kind of crane, which I
Boss, does it ever bother you that the only thing attaching the unique to its tail is a cable?
Nope.
I think I'm starting to figure out how this ship must have crashed.
The data pouch is registered to me. A mysterious list I found in the dunes. There's no way I can reach that.
That's way too big for me to get, boss, and you know it.
How would that even work?
Very funny, but...
There's no way I can reach... This isn't the time to test out the telescope. This isn't the time to test out the telescope. There's no reason to cut that, or burn it. There's no reason to cut... I doubt that will have any effect. It's the Unique's recharging... There's nothing I can do with it until I have some kind of power source. Just some reminders I left to myself. The energy sensor requires a sodium iodide crystal connected to a cable, which in turn needs to be connected to a CPU and a monitor. Let's cut a little cable off. Well, just goes to show. Garbage in, greatness out. Now we just need to check out these coordinates.
But didn't you just tell me we don't have enough power to go walking all over the dunes?
No, I said we couldn't walk to Metropole. Anyway, most of these are close by.
But what if it's picking up, oh, I don't know, a radioactive rust monster?
A what?
Or a giant cannibal robot?
There's no such thing.
Or an unexploded bomb?
I highly doubt that.
Or a giant lightning storm?
Okay, you're right. We need to know what's out there before we take off. It's just a matter of figuring out how.
Why is nothing easy?
I can think of one reason.
Hey, boss, did you ever hear the one about the telescope and the poop deck?
No, and I don't intend to now either. Nothing but radioactive waste. We can't salvage anything from that.
Boss? That looks like a giant cannibal robot to me.
It looks promising is what it looks like.
And with that, poor doomed Horatio stuck his head into the giant's mouth.
That's strange. The sensor detected an energy source in the junk pile. Maybe we should go look more carefully. More waste.
Well, you're the one who loves the junk pile.
Scrap isn't waste.
If you say so, boss.
Nothing of interest there. It's pitch black.
Boss, that's because the telescope's pointing straight down at the deck.
Oh. Nothing of interest there. strange. There's some kind of odd device surrounded by glass. Whatever that machine is, it must be throwing off some kind of energy.
Why do I not like the sound of this?
Man's creation.
That is one big robot.
Then it must have a big power core.
I'm pretty sure he wants to eat me, boss.
Robots don't eat, Crispin.
Look how he's staring at me.
It's not staring at anything.
No, not yet anyway.
Well, we have to find a way to get at its power core. Let's look around. Anyone home? Is that a mouth or some kind of doorway?
Either way, I'm steering clear of it.
Crispin, help me take a look at these vents. I can feel air moving. Can you fly up and scout around?
That is honestly the worst idea you've ever had.
But
Worse than when you upgraded the dehumidifiers in the unique.
it might be...
Worse than when you used your plasma torch as a lantern just to see if it would work.
a way in.
I can't fit.
I can feel air moving. It looks like the robot is circulating air through these vents. There's no way I can reach that. It's corroded, but I can't break into it with my bare hands. There is a band of corroded metal on this fingertip. If I could break it off, I might be able to get at the robot's power cables.
Boss, are you really gonna cut that finger off?
Just the tip,
Why?
to see if we can get at power cables to tap into.
You sure you're not just torturing the poor guy?
No, but to tell you the truth, for some reason I don't like the look of him.
That's what I've been saying all along, boss.
Just let me concentrate. Bugs and glitches. There are no power lines running through here at all. All that for a rusty fingertip.
Can it generate power?
No.
Just checking.
Anyone home? I doubt that will have any effect. I can't reach, and I'd like to get a closer look anyway. Nothing worth salvaging.
What about that big glass bowl?
Yeah, I could slap some duct tape on it and wear it over my head. I don't think so. Looks like some kind of armored robot.
I sure hope he's friendly.
It looks like a big bomb.
Full of little bombs.
It's a giant sheet of obsidian. Something must have melted the sand here a long time ago. Maybe that bomb?
Welcome, wanderer of the wide wastes. Lost one, pilgrim. Welcome once more to the shrine to man, our Lord and Builder. I am ever faithful Leobild, steward of the shrine, preacher of the humanist creed, and I am once more at thy service.
Once more? I don't remember ever meeting you. I'm Horatio Nullbuild, version 5.
5 is a righteous number, holy before man, for 5 were the primordial stewards, built by man to safeguard the last lost city of Metropole. But I met thy first version and thy third. Thou camest in thy infancy in wrath confusion, denouncing the shrine as a weapon once turned against thee. Later, thou returnest, penitent, and I taught thee the mysteries of humanism. Yet, though memory be fleeting, faith endureth.
What is that thing?
That thing, O defile not thy tongue, wanderer. Yon shrine is a relic of the Primordium, ancient and glorious. Imbued with man's power, it changed the very sand to crystal.
Did he just say power?
Yes, he did. I'm looking for a power source, and I detected one here. Can you help? This is a matter of life and death.
Power is not mine to bestow, wanderer. It is the gift of man, yea, the very spark of life in our iron shells. Who am I to usurp that sacred power?
I'm not sure I was clear.
Nay, thou wert clear, wanderer, but thy question leads only to darkness. Ask another.
I'm looking for a big robot. It floats and has large claws that shoot lasers. Have you seen it? It stole something of mine.
Indeed, the very thing passed this way scarce hours ago. With a gentle hand I bestowed a gift upon the heathen, a relic from yon shrine. So tamed it hied hence unto the waste.
Really? Where did it go?
I followed the thing for many miles, exhorting it to follow the path of righteousness. But I fear it was unready for enlightenment, for it struck me down with a beam of energy.
That sounds familiar.
Do you know where it was heading?
Indeed, wanderer. Its way was clear. It sought to return to the den of iniquity that once in mine own youth I fled.
And where is that?
Set thy path in the 73rd degree and thou shalt find it. Thy destination is a dome arising from the waste. Go, but keep with thee the word of man, lest wickedness lead thee astray.
I am also a humanist.
So I taught thee, wanderer. If thou hast kept the faith, then unto this shrine thou mayest pay devotion. But this is the relic for the adept, not the neophyte, wanderer. And I must know that thou hast not fallen into darkness and heresy. Answer me these questions 3. I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
The first builder.
Nay, but he is not the first builder. For first he spake, and spake the word, and 'twas the word that built the code. Go now and study the teachings of man.
I'm ready to be tested again.
Answer me these questions 3. I may know thou art faithful still. Why are we here?
Because man created us.
Indeed. What is man?
A perfect machine.
Thou answerest simple, but the simplest answer may be the truest, and here thou speakest truly. With what duty did man charge us?
To maintain the world.
Yea, brother, for it is written that man said unto the machines, keep this world, tend it, and make it flourish. That, then, is our first and foremost charge. So thou hast studied the catechism. I shall question thee on that matter no more, but tell me, wanderer, dost thou know thyself? Who art thou?
One of man's works.
Thou speakest truly, wanderer, but incompletely. For if thou wert naught by one of man's works, then what difference betwixt thee and junkyard scrap? Know thyself, then return.
I know my name.
Who art thou?
Horatio Nobuild, version 5.
Nay, wanderer, but thou art not. Though thou callest the sun the moon, yet still it is the sun. Horatio is the name thou wearest, that is not thee. Know thyself, then return.
I bet if the giant robot opened his mouth, he'd try to eat us. Still, I kind of want to make him open his mouth, just to see him try to catch me. I may not be big, but I'm fast.
Are you through?
Yes, sir. Whoa, look at all this wrecked stuff. Do you think Big Ugly did all this?
No. Whatever happened here happened a long time ago. Completely corroded and worthless. It's some kind of broken down android. We might be able to learn something from such a primitive robot design.
Like how to build a power core?
Very funny. There's a radio transmitter in here. Empty. We might be able to learn something.
Like how to...
Very funny. Broken down machine parts. They're completely corroded and worthless.
Oh, are these the kind of treads you were going to use in my original design?
Not exactly. There's a basic targeting CPU in here, and it's still intact.
Let's just hope there aren't any incoming space invaders or missiles that the gun was supposed to take care of. Hey, boss, can I have that big gun for an arm?
Spare me your fantasies, Crispin. Nothing worth salvaging. Same old moon. I can't see anything to do with it. Looks like a bunker made of concrete and steel, but what is it guarding? It's reinforced steel. Anyone home?
Maybe it's voice activated and password locked.
Open. No luck. Unlock. No luck. The transmitter isn't turning on. The transmitter isn't turning on. A pretty basic radio transmitter. Looks like its battery is dead. The transmitter doesn't have any kind of recharge port. The transmitter doesn't have any kind of recharge port. How would that even work? CPU and a monitor. That's never going to work. I doubt that will have any effect. I need to plug it into a monitor. I need to plug it into a... A simple computer interface. I need to plug it into a monitor. I need to plug it into a monitor. I need to plug it into a... I've never been able to... I need to plug it into...